So we love and adore our undrafted free agent stories here as Minnesota Fighting Vikings fans. You got Adam, Jerome, Ezekiel Thielen, Detroit Lakes enthusiast, as well as Mankato State University Community College graduate, $500 scholarship, all that stories. He's basically Paul Bunyan. John Randall, Robert Griffith III, Marcus Sherrills, CJ Ham, Chad Beebe, sure, why not? As well as even Holton friggin' Hill, right? And this year is no bueno for UDFAs, unfortunately, because it's such a weird offseason due to coronavirus, the Rona, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. No rookie camp, so no chance to make a first impression on the coaching staff as well as Rick Spielman. No OTAs, potentially shortened training camp, as well as reduced preseason games where coaches, decision makers can actually see you in a game situation, right? And the rumor is that NFL teams may even bring 75 men to training camp on the roster just because, smaller crowds as well as with reduced snaps, reduced reps. It sort of makes sense. It does make sense. Like if a player is on the back end of that 90-man roster, not getting snaps, not going to get a chance of preseason, where the chances of that guy making the team or the practice squad's pretty low, right? And it does suck, especially for guys in this wide receiver class that went undrafted, which they probably would have been drafted, potentially a late round pick if it had been normally. I mean, look at Courtney Davis coming out of Texas A&M. In a normal draft year, he probably would have been a 6th or 7th round pick, but just because there was such a glut of good receivers in this draft, a lot of really quality talent went undrafted. And also, I mean, their hopes and dreams matter just as much as any other draft pick. Like whether you're a 1st round pick, whether you're a 7th rounder, Mr. Relevant, or whether you're undrafted, all these guys still want that opportunity to make the NFL. And this offseason, it's going to make things really tough for UDFAs. And also, the NFL is going to lose out on a decent amount of talent, right? So Darren Gant, who's a writer of Pro Football Talk, so he tweeted this out, right? So it's just dirty NFL secret. Teams already know the first 30 guys getting cut. Taking 75 to campus at 90 just means extra reps for guys who are probably making the team and can use them. Undrafted rookie success stories are adorable, primarily because they're so rare. Finding one overachieving fullback per camp who runs down kicks for 3 years is an effective use of a scarce commodity, time. So, in the grand scheme of things, it's probably right. I do agree with it. But, I mean, what just a smug, dismissive, elitist take. I mean, it's not like the UDFAs asked for this, right? They didn't ask for this complete shutdown. They didn't ask for the virus, so why are you blaming it on them, right? And also, he's a Carolina writer or Carolina-based writer, so, like, does he not remember Andrew Norwell? He's pretty damn decent UDFA, right? And you've seen a lot of takes like this, very dismissive by the national media, the self-appointed ruling elite, right? And there's no Tony Romo or Kurt Warner, Antonio Gates or John Randall or Jason Peters or James Harrison in this UDFA class. How the fuck do you know? Right? How do you know? Just take a look at this class. Yeah, there's no one good there. Scrap it. It's fine, right? So also, how do you know that a player, given opportunity through hook or by crook, given a couple reps and given a chance to show that he's a player, all of a sudden he makes a practice squad, maybe he makes a roster, eventually becomes a starter, maybe becomes a Pro Bowler, maybe becomes a Hall of Famer. No. I mean, just because Goodell didn't read his name from Goodell's stupid basement living room, that guy's got no shot. Sure. I mean, statistically, there is a Pro Bowl UDFA player every other draft class, and there are 17 undrafted players in the Hall of Fame. Okay, but tell me this class shouldn't have that shot. It's just sad. It's just sad all the way around. And also, there's no guarantee that they'll get a second crack at this, right? I mean, because there's another draft class coming in next spring, as well as another UDFA class. They're going to get washed out. There's no XFL anymore. Well, probably not. There's no Arena League to speak of, and potentially the CFL could be shuttering operations as well. So there isn't necessarily a secondary league where guys are going to get a second crack at this. And it's just because they were undrafted in the wrong year. And it does suck. Like, imagine if the Rona hit during the Adam Thielen UDFA year. I mean, his chances are he'd be selling dental equipment supplies right now, like what was going to be his job coming out of college. Because remember, he was a UDFA tryout. Not even a UDFA, so he wouldn't even be on the Vikings 90-man roster. He showed up just like Sherrills, just like CJ Ham. He showed up to rookie camp, made an impression, made the 90-man roster, wasn't even given a spot. So yeah, he'd be out. He'd be selling dental equipment. I mean, he's doing a fabulous job, by the way. Regional salesperson of the year 2014, 2016 through 2019. 2015, we don't talk about 2015. It was just a rough year. Rough year for dental equipment sales. Yeah, but looking at the UDFA class this year, I mean, Courtney Davis, Neville Clark, Miles Dorn, Jake Lucina, all guys that we know and love. I mean, they're a long shot to begin with, but now they might not even make it to camp if they do carry that 75-man roster, which has been proposed. I mean, fewer to no reps in training camp, potentially no preseason or at least reduced preseason. I think if it is cut down to 2 preseason games, you may see the starters and contributors play quite a bit more because they actually need those reps to get into game shape and be good to go. But, man, it's tough. I mean, their plate was tough enough as it is. But also, they don't need or deserve the national media spitting in their faces saying that they didn't have a chance anyway. So, it's pissing me off. But, all right, so UDFA's not great. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.